Hello peeps, this is Tango and welcome back to Tango's World of Fix. Today I will be reading the Verdant Analyst, Chapter 20, Keep Your Friends Far and Your Enemies Farther. Summary. Well, if it isn't Kit. Not my OC, by the way. Kit is the OC of M3LTH3 Gay. Anyways, the apartment complex is in trouble. We will meet a long-lost sibling, and Izuku is missing. Again. Notes. Hey, y'all. Chapter 20 already? Oof. This is the calm. Next is the storm. The first thing Izuku does when he wakes up is make coffee. He's tired as hell. He also had such a strange dream. Too bad Kacchan hadn't been able to stay the night. If he had, Izuku was sure he would have slept great. The next thing Izuku did in his routine was get ready to head to work. He wasn't that hungry, so he didn't eat. No reason to waste money when it was unnecessary. Plus, it wasn't like he did that every morning. He did eat, just not as much as some people would say is enough, particularly his boyfriend. Katsuki makes him eat, and Izuku never says no, even finding himself asking Katsuki to make him food. Other than that, he doesn't eat much, and it's not a problem. He arrives at work on time, clocking in and putting on his apron. He brought the morning orders to the customers, and he took a few orders during Tango's break. It was a slow day, but he didn't mind. When Amane made a batch of cookies, he didn't mind taking one for himself for a snack during his break. When he saw Hitoshi enter, he waved briefly, and then he remembered that Hitoshi had something he wanted to talk to him about today. Didn't he? He put his cookie in his pocket and told the manager he was going to take his break. He simply nodded. Then he brought Hitoshi his Miyoko latte. He still had to talk to him, so why not do it now? He sat down next to him, cookie now in hand. So, Hitoshi, you wanted to talk? Hitoshi takes a long sip of his drink and then answers. Yeah. Promise you won't be mad at me with what I'm about to tell you? Huh? What is it? Just promise, Hitoshi says with an edge to his voice, one Izuku had personally never heard from the boy. Izuku stares at his friend with worry. Okay, I promise. Now tell me. My parents know. What did he mean by that? Izuku was confused, but he was also now on edge. No, what? I'm sorry, they saw you on the TV and recognized you somehow. They figured out that Izuku Midori is alive. Hitoshi says, voice laced with panic. Izuku stares. Fucking bad luck, he thought. But they don't know that. Hitoshi looks a bit relieved, but for what reason? No, they're suspicious of Mikumo, but it won't go anywhere. Oh, okay. Well, what about Verdant? Izuku asks quietly. I'm not sure, though my dad thought he reminded him of Verdant. And you were with Katsuki. Maybe stay away from him. He shrugs. Izuku nods solemnly. Yeah, for safety, maybe that's the best. We shouldn't hang out either. Just for safety. Hitoshi, thanks for telling me. If Eraserhead knew his identity, he was done for. He works with the police and then he'll go with them for information, and then they'll come looking for him, which means his father may also have a good chance of finding him. If the police can find him, then his father definitely will be able to. If he keeps his friend around them, they'll just get caught up in it all. So he won't. He cannot let that happen. And he cannot go back there. His father already had wanted posters out for him. He needs to keep his father the farthest away from everything. But with the police looking, they will likely be able to track him down. But Nezu did say he would provide resources to take down his father. It's safe to say that Nezu already knows his identity, and if he found Izuku Shigaraki, Izuku Midoriya is not far from that. But would he help him? And what if his father gets to him first, or the police? Izuku, are you okay? Hitoshi asked with a worried face. He spares a glance at his friend. I'm gonna go back to work now. Try not to contact me. Sorry, Toshi. His best friend looks at him longingly, like he wished he had never said that, and that this had never happened. I think they both wish that. Bye. It was the morning, and Shota had arrived late the day before and had fallen asleep very fast. I'm going to Sakauchi with this. We have to do something about the kid, Shota says in a tone that rivals that of his husband when he's excited. But Sho, are you sure? Hisashi says, knowing the answer. Yes, I'm gonna go before it's too busy at the station, Shota says, putting his hero costume on. Hisashi nods. Say hi to Sakauchi for me. When Aizawa arrives at the detective's office, he sees the man already sitting at his desk. Hey, can I come in? Aizawa asks. Sakauchi looks up immediately and says, Of course, sit down. Hisashi says hi, Aizawa says, closing the door behind him. He then sits down. Do you remember Izuku Midoriya? He lets out a long sigh. How could I not? The commission was all over my ass when no one solved it. Well, I found him, and I'm certain that he's Verdant. What? Sakauchi says, clearly not believing it. How? Did you see the news yesterday? Aizawa asks, though the detective probably hadn't, since he's a very busy man. No, I was busy, the detective responds. Well, All Might found Bakugo, one of my students, who had saved a kid who All Might said was named Izuku, Aizawa says to his friend and co-worker. That's not enough to confirm it, though, the detective corrects. Aizawa opened his phone, showing a picture of Izuku's face next to Bakugo and All Might. He stares at the phone with wide eyes. Holy shit, that's him. Well, me and Hisashi thought it looked like Akutani Mikumo, who is my son's friend. So I believe he uses an alias. Here's a picture. He scrolls to the picture he had shown Mitsuki Bakugo. I think you're right, but how does that make him Verdant? Well, I recognize his voice, but you remember how I told you about that stand-in for Verdant named Kachan? The detective nods, so he continues. Well, in the picture you can see Katsuki Bakugo and Izuku. They seem very friendly, so I visited the Bakugo household to ask about it, but Katsuki was not home. So I spoke with his mother, and she had recognized Izuku immediately. Apparently, the Bakugos knew the Midoriya family very well, even before the kidnapping. His mother had also said that Katsuki spends a lot of time with his boyfriend. Akutani Mikumo, the detective fills in. Yes, my son went to his house the other day, so I dropped a pin on his location during patrol and checked it out. It's an abandoned building, and when I entered, I found Izuku in one of the rooms. I recognized his voice as Verdant, but there was something wrong with him. He was acting very strange, and then I left. The detective pauses as he takes everything in. What should we do? I think we should see if we can take him in. Who knows what happened to this kid, but with what has likely happened already, it's just going to get worse if we don't take him in sooner, Aizawa states. The detective cracks his knuckles. Should I notify some heroes who patrol in this area? Aizawa nodded. But keep it small, only a few people, not anyone too flashy. How about Kamui Woods and Death Arms? The detective said, looking at something on his computer screen. Sounds good. We don't know what we'll find there. I'll send you the location, Aizawa says, already finding it on his phone and sending it to the detective. So, when are we planning this for? The detective says, typing on his computer, likely sending an email to the other heroes. Tomorrow, 5 p.m., Aizawa says firmly. Yamikumo. Kachan, I may have been figured out by your teacher, and I'm going to stay far away from you. But don't worry, it'll all work out. Katsuki. What the fuck do you mean? What happened? What the fuck? Hello? Are you there? Answer the messages. I know you're reading this, goddammit. Yamikumo. Kachan, you're making this difficult for me. I'm trying to keep you safe. Katsuki. And I promised I would keep you safe. Yamikumo. By contacting me, you would be doing the opposite. Katsuki. Fuck you. Read at 8:32 p.m. Toshi, you good? You seem down, Hisashi says to his son. Hitoshi looks up from his large cup of coffee. Yeah, I'm fine. Hisashi walks over to Hitoshi. You want to talk about it? No, I'm okay, he says tiredly. You want me to talk about something cool then? Hisashi says, trying to lift his spirit. Sure. Hisashi smiles brightly. Well, you know that vigilante Verdant? The one Shota has been trying to take in? Huh? Yeah? Hitoshi answers with newfound interest. Well, there's going to be a small raid at his place tomorrow, and I think it's where he lives, but I don't know if they're sure about it yet. They may finally catch this guy, though, Hisashi says exuberantly. Hitoshi is shocked, but of course his dad did not need to know that. Oh, that's nice. After a bit of listening to Hisashi talk about work, Hitoshi heads to his room. Upon arriving, he finds his phone and texts Izuku. This was too important. Hitoshi, you have to get out of there! My dad is leading a raid at your house tomorrow. Message not delivered. Hitoshi, what the fuck, Izuku? This is important! Message not delivered. Hitoshi decides maybe he can reach Izuku through Bakugo, and the only reason he had Bakugo's phone number was because of the class group chat. Shinzo, Bakugo, can you reach your boyfriend? Bakugo, hey, you must be in Bakugo's class. This is his mother. Bakugo is currently banned from his phone because he was on it too much. Try contacting him in a few days. Bye. What's going on? Hitoshi had the ducklings' phone numbers, so maybe they'll respond. Hitoshi, Tango, there's going to be a raid at your complex tomorrow with Eraserhead. Tango, shoot! Hitoshi, thank goodness you answered. Please tell everyone. Izuku too. Maybe the people on the first floor as well? Tango, Amane is working, but the rest of us are here. I can tell them it's an emergency and we'll get our stuff out. We don't have much of ours, just in case of a situation like this. I'll head down with Celeste and tell the neighbors. But first I'm going to tell you about Izuku. Hitoshi, have you been able to reach Izuku? My text won't go through. Tango, mine aren't either. I'll tell Amane to tell Izuku that since they're both working. Hitoshi, thank you. Let me know if you need help. Tango, shall can do. 10 minutes later. Tango, Izuku isn't here or at work. Amane checked and his tracker's off. We can't find him. Hitoshi, what? Tango, his vigilante gear is gone too. Hitoshi, don't you all have comms or something? Tango, he left his behind. Hitoshi, oh, for fuck's sake, what is he thinking? At least he's not in the building. Celeste and Tango head down to the first floor. They knock on the door that seemed to be mainly used. Hello? A woman with hair very similar to Celeste's opened the door. Her eyes widened as she saw the two. Wait, Lavender? Celeste says in surprise. Tango, not getting it, looked confused. Yeah, Cel, don't you remember? She saved us from... But we never saw her out of her vigilante outfit. Celeste interrupts. And? We know it's her, though. She lives here and she literally told us. Tango says, still confused. I know her, though. Celeste blurts out, something that never happened and was enough to shut Tango up. Yeah, you do, Lavender said with a small smile. Celeste looks back towards Lavender, the look in her eyes shocked and confused. Lavender shakes her head with a chuckle. So why'd you knock on my door, sis? Tango's jaw drops. You mean you're her sister? The one who ran away? Wait, this is actually insane. I remember saving you two that day. Yeah, I just wish it hadn't taken me so long to find you. If I had found you sooner, you both would be considerably less traumatized. Lavender looks a bit disappointed in herself, but just shrugs. Well, if you two are down here looking for me, then it must be something important. What can I do for you? Celeste steps forward and hugs her sister. I miss you so much. After a second, she continues. We have to evacuate the building. There's going to be a raid here tomorrow. Lavender pats her head. Oof! Well, of course. Wish we could have had this reunion in better circumstances. I just gotta tell my roomie. Then I'll be set to go, Lavender says to the two as Celeste releases her from the hug. Celeste hesitates for a second. Okay. could we meet and maybe talk? Of course, kiddo. I'll find you once this is over. Don't worry about it, Lavender says with a smile. Kit had been on a long patrol, and they were exhausted. Maybe Lavender had made food that they could steal? Lavender's quirk was perfection. If she sees anything imperfect in her eyes, she can use her quirk to see the steps she needs to take to achieve perfection, or what she wants it to be. That's why Lavender cooks the best, and it's always the most delicious. She only needs to get the ingredients, and from there, her quirk will guide her to make the perfect version of the food that she wants to eat. They get up and look for food, only to be interrupted by Lavender. You looking for food again? Yeah, maybe, they respond tiredly. Well, you don't have to steal it. Remember, I'm not all for one, and just because you're living with me doesn't mean you have to sneak around, Lavender says to Kit. They sigh in response. Lavender rolls her eyes. Sometimes it's hard to believe that you're basically immortal. It's not my fault that shape-shifting keeps me from aging. Don't blame me, they say, looking offended. Whatever. We have to get out of here. There's going to be a raid here tomorrow, she says to Kit. They look annoyed. But I don't wanna. I have been through enough of these things. Who cares? Lavender's eye twitches. Yeah, well, too bad. You're leaving with me whether you like it or not. Eventually, they came to a decision. They're leaving, and Lavender is making Kit's food for 2 months. Okay, that is the end of the chapter. Oh my gosh. That's so great. Oh, okay, so their Discord is also, it's Tango123 and P if you, I don't know. Sorry. Yeah, I actually don't have a AO3 account right now. I don't know, I forgot, the password to my, yeah, I may or may not have forgotten my password, and so, I am waiting for my request thing to go in to make a new one, because, also, I think I put in the wrong email? I don't really know what I did. I did something. Anyways, it's confusing. I love this chapter. Ha! Kit is cool. So, I think, so this person, M3LTH3Gay, they oh, Morshki. The cat wants to go out of my room. Oops. Hi, sorry. Okay, sorry. So, I think that was their OC. Kit is their OC. And, yeah, here it says in the comments, Tango said, so, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Never mind. The person commented, though. I'm pretty sure I remember seeing one of the comments saying, if anyone has, or maybe it was notes. If anyone ever has, an OC that they wanted to have in this, they could let Tango123 and Pete know, and then they could, probably put them in. Because I think Tango123 and Pete likes OCs just like me. Haha. I love OCs. Just because I, end up wanting them to be mine. And I want them to be real characters, and I want to get merch of them, because, I get emotionally attached really quickly. I think it might be different for other people, but oh well. I was singing a lot today, so I don't know why I just said that. That's, really random. But anyways, oh my gosh, this is the calm before the storm. That's, what I was saying. Oh my gosh. So this is the actual calm before the storm. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see what happens. But there's going to be a raid. But they're going to be gone. But what happened to Izuku? Where the heck is Izuku? What is he doing? Oh my gosh. I just lost my place. I have a bookmark in No Longer Human by Osamu Dazai. Let's go. My friend lent it to me, but I just lost my place, which kind of sucks. Anyways, so, but I thought Lavender was the name of the vigilante name of, so maybe Lavender is also the sister's name of Celeste. I feel like there's more OC development than anything in this fic. And I can't believe it doesn't even have that many, wait, let's see. It has 105 comments, that's a lot. It has 68,000 words, basically. Hits 8,000. bookmarks 54, and kudos 105. Oh my gosh, only 105 kudos? It deserves more. It deserves more. I don't know. I would make more accounts if I could give it, but I don't think that's how it works. Anyways, I can't wait to see what happens next. But, like, Izuku, what the heck is going on with you? Izuku, I'm scared. I'm scared for you. I feel like the conversation where Izuku is saying, like, I've been figured out. I'm going to stay far away from you. Don't worry, it'll work out. Katsuki said, like, his response, like, what the fuck do you mean? What happened? What the fuck? Hello? Are you there? Answer these messages. I know you're reading this, goddammit. And then he's, I promise I'd keep you safe. And then the fuck you. I just feel like that was, like, totally something he would write. I don't know. And then his phone getting taken from his mom. I mean, his mom taking his phone. Oh, wait. What? His phone taken from his mom. No. What? Anyways. And Shinzo was, like, panicking a bit there. Like, he's like, what's going on? Why can't I reach anyone? And it's really just the Bakudeku. It's just them. They're the only one. I've been listening to Sincerely Me a lot today, and also Top of My Class, or wait, is that what it's called? Yeah, it is. And then also the one with the window one from Dear Evan Hansen. I don't know. Sorry. I am here. What? Why did that come into my head? Oh my, get out. Okay, I'm like rambling and for no reason, and this isn't even important to you guys. If you don't want to listen, I'm sure you're probably not listening at this point. But if you can't skip, I'm really sorry that I'm rambling right now. I hate myself. Anyways, if you do have any fic recommendations for me to read, especially Dadzawa ones. I've read a lot, but, like, I feel like I need to read more. I do. So send me them. Also, if you have any recommendations for me to podfic, and I don't care what it is, I don't care what ships, like, I'm a multi-shipper person. Yeah. I like Bakudeku the most, I think. But I don't like it in the original because I feel like it's a little bit, if it were in My Hero Academia, like how My Hero Academia is, I feel like it might be a little bit toxic. But if it's in an AU, then that's, like, I love it. Well, it depends on the AU. But also, I really like Shindeku, and, like, I don't know, a lot of other ships with Izuku, like, what's it? Totodeku is a good one. Sparks Notes? I don't know, there's, like, different names. I'm, like, good with basically any ship. The one with Ochako and Izuku, wait, what is that called? Whatever that is, it's probably one of my less favorites, just because I don't have a grudge against Ochako. I don't know why. She annoys me sometimes, but she's a great character. I really enjoy seeing her, and I have some merch of her. So, it's not like I hate her or anything. I just, like, sometimes she annoys me. Sorry. Please don't attack me. But please tell me if you have any fics or orphan fics or any, like, just anything that I could have the chance to potentially podfic. Or if you have a work that you want me to podfic, I could, like, probably do that. Because I, like, all the ones that I've, like, asked for the permission, like, to do, I haven't gotten a single response. And I'm really sad because I have nothing to read and other than the Verdant Analyst until I get a response. So it's going to be slow till I get a response. Also, in 12 days, I think now, or tomorrow it'll be 12 days, I'm leaving to Japan because I'm doing an exchange program. So even if a chapter is posted then or I have a new fic that I'm going to read, I might not post then unless I record multiple chapters and then I'll, like, have them post while I'm gone. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Sorry, I'm, like, this is probably going to be, like, half of it just me talking. I'm so mean. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, I have, like, 50 different text messages. Who is writing me? Oh, the stray dogs. The stray cats. That's what it's called. That I have a playlist. Not a playlist, bro. And then I have all my cast things. Oh my god, I can't talk. Okay, well, I am tweaking out, and I need something to podfic, so please tell me if you have something I can podfic, because it's the only thing that I can do to take up my time when I'm not practicing my lines for Mean Girls. Because I'm Katie Heron. It's Katie, not Caddy, guys. And I'm from Africa, not Arkansas. Like, what the heck? Anyways, that's not true. That's just Katie. I'm sorry. I'm like, just lines. It's my whole life now. My lines are my life, so. My show is in April. I'm so excited. My birthday's in April. Oh my gosh, why am I telling you guys this? Okay, sorry. I'm gonna go before my life turns into an apocalypse and it's a world turned upside down. And then it's like, how could this be fair? Riding the cyclone, and I honestly don't know how that even got into that sentence. Okay, anyways, I will see you all later. This is Tango